I'm just a girl living in this dirty world with you.
You are now tuning in to the Princess with the Real show, where I keep it real all day, every day. Today I just wanted to discuss me as a person and why I am the way I am. I know I've been getting a little bit more and more into it on each show about myself. And I think if people get to know me a little bit more, they'll understand why I operate the way I operate. And it can help you understand why a lot of people operate the way they operate. Because you never know what a person dealt with and what they've been through. Because if you don't know what they've dealt with or been through, you gonna never know who that person is. Like, real talk. So I like people to get to know me, know who I am, where I'm from, things I've been through. So when I say I don't see niggas, like I don't see these niggas, like I don't pay attention to these niggas, I really mean that shit. And the reason why I say that shit is because of the way I was growing up. I grew up less fortunate. We didn't have much, you know. Growing up, I was that kid who couldn't afford to go to the laundromat, couldn't afford to get new clothes. So I went to school any kind of way. I couldn't afford Nikes and shit like that. I was wearing sodas. If anybody know about sodas from back in the days, you could buy them from like the hair store, dollar store, stuff like that back in the days. They came in like green, white. I think I had a pair of green and a pair of white ones, like some lime green. But I was that person, so I was going to school, getting picked on. You know, I was that person people talked about, like, oh, she's dirty, oh, she smells, oh, this, that. I was that person. But as soon as I got 12, 13 years old, started getting a summer job, started being able to buy my own clothes, you know, take care of me a little bit more because I was making a little bit of money. Then the same people who used to talk about me was the same people who wanted to be my friends, who wanted to be in my face, who wanted to date me and all of that. No. See, I learned a long time ago when I was a child that it's, for a lot of people, they have a motive. Like, if you don't want to fuck with me because of who I am and you want to wait until I come up to fuck with me, then I have no time for it. So I evaluate a lot of people in the situations, especially in relationship, like, because I was that person, and still and yet, like, years ago, I was big. Like, I was huge. And didn't nobody like my pictures. Didn't nobody tune in to Princess. Didn't nobody care what Princess had going on. But once I started getting my figure back, once I started looking sexy again, then people wanted to give me the time of the day. I don't want that kind of love. To me, that's fake love. That means you ain't really fuck with me from the beginning. You wanted to wait until you felt like I was up to par for you before you could fuck with me. I'm not that person. I don't like that kind of love. I want you to love me unconditionally. No matter if I'm big, if I'm small, if I'm ugly, got spots on my face, I want you to love me because of who I am inside, not because of the way I look on the outside. So yeah, I jump sexy, I get cute, I do all of that. I don't do that for attention, I do that for me. I want to look good for me. Some days I feel like, you know, dressing like a nigga. That's what I choose to do, that's what I choose to do. But if I want to get sexy, it's not for these men out here in these streets. I do that for me. Because when I jump sexy, I feel sexy. And who don't want to feel sexy? So a lot of people assume that females dress a certain type of way or act a certain type of way for attention. I have never been one to act a certain type of way for attention. Honestly, I hate attention. I want, and it's crazy because I do want to make it. I do want to do like talk shows or like movies, acting. I do want to do stuff like that. But I will be honest, I don't like all the attention that comes with being great. Like, that perfect example is at work. You know, I've been on top company worldwide, like records that nobody could ever be. But I don't like people coming up to me all the time praising me and saying how I'm this god and I'm this legend. Like, I'm a person. Like, I'm that type of person. I don't want that attention. Like, put that attention in my pockets. Like, that's who I am. So the fans and stuff, like, yeah, it's good to have fans. And I'm not saying I don't want fans. I don't want people to be a fan of what I got going on. But for me, I just want genuine people who really fuck with the movement to fuck with me. Like, I don't want people just to be a fan of, oh, ha ha ha, she funny as hell. Like, no, I want you to be a fan of Princess as a whole. Like, that's why it may be harder for me to make it in the industry, or to, you know, really open up to people and, you know, hang out with people and kick it with people, because I am always that one with my guard up. I am that one that's like, okay, what is your motive? Because I've seen it time and time again. Like, people have ulterior motives. People don't always just kick it with you just because they want to kick it with you and they feel like you cool to kick it with. Nah, they kicking it with you sometimes because of what they feel like they gonna get out of it. What they feel they gonna gain. And I say that because I've dealt with that. Like, people come kick it with me when I'm up, when I'm supplying everything and I'm paying for everything. But soon as shit get a little rocky, ain't nobody nowhere to be found. When I'm having parties at my house and I'm paying for everything, I just say come, just show up. People was here all the fucking time. When I stopped doing that, I don't see nobody no more, and I'm cool with that. Because the more that kind of shit happens to me, the more that I see that people ain't genuine. People have a motive. Whether it's that day they needed something or they just needed to be around people, it don't matter. People have a motive. And I'm watching everybody's motives. So I don't let people in real quickly because I know people have a motive. And I started off with niggas because for me, I see niggas have so much of a motive. Like, so much of a motive. And it's not even just to have sex. Like, what people fail to realize is these niggas out here be having a motive thinking like, oh, well, she make money. Let me get some money out of her. Let me let her be my sugar mama type shit. Like, no, like, I want friends. I want genuine friends. I don't want you to pretend like you my friend because you know that I'm that friend who gonna pay for shit, who gonna make sure we all having a good time. I don't want you to hang with me because you feel like I'm gonna pay for your weight. Like, and I've experienced that more with niggas than I did with females on that tip. But same thing with relationships and stuff. That's why I don't really like see these niggas in regards to a relationship. And when I say deal with you accordingly, I tell everybody I know, like, you don't always have to cut a person off. You don't always have to be like, you dead to me. You deal with people accordingly. I have family members who I wish I could probably cut off. But because they family and I fuck with family, I don't really cut family off. I deal with them accordingly. You show me who you are and I'm going to deal with you accordingly. Period, point blank. Now, if I get to that point where I'm just like, okay, I can't even deal with this motherfucker accordingly, then you is dead to me. And there's a lot of people who's dead to me and they know they dead to me. That's why they don't say shit to me. Because they know what's up. We ain't have to have no conversation about you being dead. You know when you dead. But when I deal with you accordingly, it's like, okay, I know who you is. I know I can't tell you my business. So when I come around you, I'm going to make sure we talk about some shit that don't even matter in life. Like, if I'm dealing with you accordingly, if I know you an emotional person, I'm probably not going to come kick it with you, but we can key on the phone or something, because I know if I see you face to face, I might say some shit that's going to make you emotional. If we on the phone, I ain't seeing you, I don't have to get deep, and I can hang up when I'm ready to hang up. Everybody, I deal with you accordingly. If I know you a hoe, then I'm never going to go out to the club with you, because you're not going to have me labeled as that hoe that's with you. No. If I know you a hoe, we going to kick it in private areas. We're going to do private shit, but we still going to have a good time. Like, if I know, like, it's just different. I deal with people accordingly. According to who you show me you are, I'm going to deal with you. That also shows that I adapt in any situation. Like, a lot of people think, oh, she just this loudmouth girl who talk all the time, talk shit all the time. No, that's not me all the time. I like talking shit, and I am loud. I'm from the fucking country. Like, I'm loud. My peeps loud. I'm loud. And I love being loud because people hear me. But, I deal with people accordingly. And I'm not just that loud person. I'm not just this girl who pop off all the time. Like, I'm professional. I know how to act in different situations. So I can hang with any crowd I want to hang with. I adapt. Now, don't get it twisted. When I say I adapt, that don't mean I'm out here faking it and being something that I'm not around different groups. I'm the same princess, no matter who I'm hanging with. I just adapt to the situation so where everybody is comfortable with the princess that's in the room. Which, when I say that, when I say everybody is comfortable with the princess that's in the room, that means if I'm hanging out with my black friends, I'ma act a certain type of way that I know that we're gonna kick it and we're gonna have a good time. If I'm hanging with my white friends, I'm gonna make sure we kicking it and having a good time. Like, I can hang with any crowd and we're gonna have a good time with me being Princess. I'm not gonna go over here with my white friends and be acting sedity and acting like I'm uptight, and then go with my black friends and just be acting like I'm super gangster when I'm not. No, I'm gonna be Princess. But I'm gonna adapt in the situation to where they're comfortable with me. They know me. They're gonna get to know me. Is growing up, it was the same niggas who used to talk shit about me, used to clown on me because I was big or I was less fortunate. That once soon as I came up, them was the same niggas who was trying to call me, trying to walk me to class and do shit like that because they felt like now I was at that level that I could date them. Like, I'm not that chick. Like, I don't want you. I don't want no man who couldn't accept me at my downs. You can't accept me at my downs. I don't want you at my ups. And that's the same thing with friendships. Like, I want you to be a friend, ride or die. Like, I don't let people in just because growing up, like I stated, growing up, there was one time I stayed in, I swear I had real friends. I moved to another town and it really went no more, like real change. So I really didn't have many friends. I really didn't fuck with many people because I didn't know who I could trust. It was always like they cool with you, then you hear they was saying something about you, you hear they told your business. So I didn't know who to trust, so I didn't really let people in. So the older I grew, like the older I got, and I watched my sisters and I watched my brother and I watched how they friends act, and then the few friends I had, and I watched how people fall apart and how things change, and it was just like, do I have the time and the energy to take in a new friend? Do I have that energy? And for me, I really honestly don't have that energy. I'm one of those people who be like, no new friends. And most of the friends that I do gain, it be through work. You gonna get to know me a little bit more working with me if we work on a day-to-day basis, opposed to seeing me out here on these streets, because I'm not really out the street type person. Like, I'm out and about if I need to be out and about. If it means doing something for my household or if it means making money, I'm out there. But I don't just go out just to kick it. Like, unless I just need a night out with my girls or something like that, I don't do that very often. So if you catch me out, like, I'm finna turn up for the night, but you're not gonna catch me out all the time because that's not the person that I am. And that's not the attention that I want to bring to myself either. Like, oh, she's always in the club. I have an image that I want to uphold for me. Not for society, not for anybody else. It's an image for me that I want to uphold. I don't want to be that person who got that image of she's always in the streets and she got kids at home. I don't want to be that image of she out here fucking everybody. Like, I don't want to be that shit. And that's for me, not because of what I think people will say about me, but shit, people talk about me now and I'm at home. So it ain't got nothing to do with what a person would say about me. It's just the image that I want to uphold for myself. And another reason why I don't do the sleep around and do all of that shit like that is because, like I said, it's a motive. Like, niggas want to get in your pants just so they can say they fuck. Like, I grew up with that shit. Oh, you had this person, you had this person. Oh, let me see if I can get her too. Like, no, I'm not going to be that chick that you making a bet on and thinking you finna fuck. I'm not her. I know the game. I watch the game. And I know when niggas just want to fuck. You can't run game on me. Like I said in my last show, I hung with niggas enough to know when a nigga's running game. You're not just going to easily just seep into my pants. Like, that shit, we're not going to fall and you're going to slip on top of me. Like, that's not going to happen because I know game. I don't put myself in a situation that I know that it's going to be a bad situation for me. If I feel like, okay, the outcome ain't going to be the outcome I really wanted it to be, I'm not going to that situation. Period, point blank. That's who I am. I make my own decisions. I don't let nobody else make my decisions for me. Same thing with friends. Like, when it comes to letting new people in, I want to say, like, I'm very judgmental on people just because I've dealt with so many different people. I've seen so much bullshit in my life that I'm very judgmental when it comes to letting people in. But get this, it's not very, like, it's judgmental, but I go with my gut. And if at first instincts I feel like this ain't nobody I want to kick it with, this person, like, I'm getting a bad vibe from, I can't kick it with you. But anybody who really know me know when I do judge a person like that, 9 times out of 10 it turns out to be accurate. 9 times out of 10, somebody else that I fuck with may have was like, Princess, well, I'm not gonna just not fuck with them because you not. And they end up kicking it with that person, and then they soon find out that I was right. Like, I get vibes off of people. I don't know how it happens, but I get vibes. And I don't fuck with people if I get a bad vibe. If I get a negative energy feel, like, I'm out. I don't, like, I'm not going to sit there and pretend like, oh, I'm having a good time if I'm not. I'm not that person. So, a lot of this happened because of my childhood. Growing up and being that girl who was picked on and talked about. Growing up, being that girl who was less fortunate and didn't have anything, and seeing who really fucked with me then. The people who really fucked with me then, most of those people I still fuck with to this day. Most of them people, like, they could tell my life story and tell some shit about my past that nobody don't know, but they've never done that. Because they real and they genuine and they understand the struggles and the things I went through. Hell, some of them probably went through the same shit I went through. So when I say I don't let people in, I'm a no new friend type person, that's why. That's why, because the more you come up in the world, the better you do, it seems like the more people want to attach themselves to you. The more people want to say they cool with you, they fuck with you, they support you. But you didn't support me when I was down in the mud. You only supported me when everybody else started seeing that I was something. So now I'm something to you when I've been telling you I was something a long time ago. That's me. And I feel like a lot of people operate like that as well because they've been through so much. They've seen the shady shit so much in life that it's like, okay, I don't have the time or the energy to input any extra people into my shit who I'm going to have to watch and put through tests and shit to see if they real as they pretend they is. Because everybody ain't who they say they is. And that helps me to put that guard up and keep that guard up because in my eyes, everybody ain't who they say they is. I'm one of them people who be like, I know it's like, you know, you innocent until proven guilty. But for me, you're guilty until proven innocent. Until I can prove you was a good person, like, I'm side-eyeing you. And that's just being real. Like, everybody is guilty until proven innocent with me. Like, you got to prove it to me that you is a loyal person that you say you is. You got to prove to me that you respect me the way you say you respect me. I'm not saying it's going to take months, years or something to prove it to me, but you got to prove that shit to me. I'm not going to just let you in and be like, oh, they the shit. I'm not vouching for nobody until I know you. That's why I hardly don't even really like getting people jobs because if I know you, I don't know you well enough to know that you're not going to put my name on the ringer if you fuck up at work when I done told these people you good people. I got to know you. You guilty until proven innocent. Show me that you worthy of me putting my name out on the line for you. Like, you can't just come talk to me one day and talk a good game and think you in. Like, that shit don't work with me. You got to prove to me. Actions speak louder than words. And I watch people's actions. Fuck what come out people's mouth because people talk all out the side of their neck all the time. I care 2 shits about what somebody said to me. But let me see what you did to me. Like, you can talk all you want. Yeah, sometimes when people say certain shit, that shit hurt my feelings. That shit make me feel some type of way. But it's not just based on what a person said. It's based on their actions. And how your actions follow the things that you're saying. If you act a certain way, you make me believe that this is how you feel about me or this is how you want to treat me, then I'm going to deal with you accordingly. Just adapt in any situation that I am in. So, like, no matter who I'm hanging with, no matter where I'm at, if it's business, then I know how to be professional. If it's time to play, then baby, I'm about to play. If it's time to turn up, I turns the fuck up. Like, I can adapt in any situation. I can sit here and be emotional with a person. I can sit here and get into sex talk. Like, I can adapt because I'm well-rounded. Like, I make sure that I keep myself well-rounded. Because you never know what situation you're in. You never know when that person's going to be in the room that's going to make you that star that you want to be in life. Like, so you have to learn how to adapt. You have to know how to deal in certain situations. You can't only know how to deal. For me, I say it's a lot of black people who feel like they can't kick it around white people. Like, they get uptight because they really don't fuck with white people. Like, you can't be like that. I'm sorry. I know it's been a lot of wrong in the world. I know a lot has happened. But you can't be like that. You can't tense up. You can't look scared. You can't look like the person make you nervous, or you feel like they more superior than you. You treat them the same way you would treat anybody else. They're not different. Their skin color don't make them different. We're all people. You got to be able to act the same way in front of everybody. And when I say the same way, that means be the same you. Now, of course, you in the corporate world, you're not going to go sit there and talk to them the way you talk to your homies. But you still going to be the same you. Don't switch up on who you is because you're around certain people, or you feel like certain people going to stop you or hurt your blessings. Be you. And for me, like, it took me a while to realize, like, I really had to be myself. Like, growing up, I really was myself. I was a different person. I didn't act like everybody else. I was myself. But as I got older and I got into a relationship, I started being the person that my man wanted me to be. Because I felt like that's who I needed to be for us to be happy. But I wasn't thinking about my happiness. So through the years of me trying to be this person that I felt like my man wanted me to be, I lost track of who I was. And once I realized that I didn't know who I was anymore, I had to take a step back. I had to evaluate myself and find myself and figure out what I wanted, what I liked in life. And I had to go after that, without letting anyone stop me back or tell me I couldn't do this or be this person, because this is who I am. This is the person who makes me happy. When I was trying to be a person for somebody else, I wasn't happy. I wasn't living life. But now I'm living, because I'm living through my own skin, through my own true colors, like being my true self. Regardless of what anybody think about me or anybody feel about me, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be open. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to speak my mind when I need to speak my mind. I don't bite my tongue. And I'm one of those people who always be honest about my feelings. So when niggas be like, oh, she made me uncomfortable because I felt like she was flirting and she wanted me. And no, I'm a friendly person. I grew up in the South. Southern hospitality. So that's who I am. I'm friendly. I will kiki and smile with you. I'm friendly. People get that twisted. They think, oh, well, she act this way, so she ain't friendly. So if she being friendly, she flirting. No, I am really a friendly person. So if I'm being friendly with you and you a nigga, just understand I'm being friendly, because I'll be the same way with a female. Especially if it has to do with work. Like, if we working together, I am going to be friendly. I'm going to be cordial, because it's the workplace. This is business. This is not personal. I'm not personally trying to get no relationship with nobody. I'm trying to continue business. And if you're friendly with people and you're nice to people, that should make them want to continue business with you. But instead, when you're a female like me and you're friendly to somebody, it comes off like you flirting, and now either the nigga want to fuck you or he uncomfortable because he didn't want to fuck you. Like, I am not that chick. I'm that chick who would be like, I want to fuck you if that's what I want. I'm not going to sit here and play the games and flirt and tit for tat and hope that one day you pick up on my drift. That's not who I am. Which I've said this time and time again on my statuses, that I'm that chick that most of the dudes I've ever dated in life, I went after them. They didn't come after me. I went after them because that's what I wanted. I seen what I wanted and I went after it. So if I want somebody, they will know it. It ain't no, you would know with certainty, because I told you that. I don't have to lie or fake and front and do that childish stuff. To me, it's childish if you just sitting around and you trying to flirt with somebody and help them to see that you like them without telling them you like them. That's childish to me. We did that shit when we was kids. I'm a grown-ass woman. I don't do that childish shit. If I feel it, I'm going to say that shit. And if I want somebody, I'm going to tell them. I'm not going to do the childish shit with people. I'm not going to sit around and flirt with you all day and never came out my mouth and said I wanted you. Never came out my mouth and said I want to kick it with you one-on-one type shit. I never said that to you. So if I've never said that to you, then know that that's not what it was. A lot of people get it twisted. Yes, I'm sexy. I know I'm sexy. I said it. Call it conceited. Call it whatever you want to call it. But just because I am sexy and niggas out here feel themselves and they feel like they look good and all females want them, that's not the case. I don't see these niggas like that. It's our whole business. Right now, I'm focused on my business. If it ain't about business, I don't got time for it. Period, point blank. So, I mean, hopefully niggas will be more receptive to doing business with me and understand that what it is business. Don't hit me up thinking, oh, well, she new to this. She don't know no better. If I can tell her this, I can make her feel this type of way, then she'll fuck with me. No, that's not who I am. I don't want anybody who fucking with me on no ulterior motive. Because that's not how I play the game. That's not how I'm trying to get in the doors. I'm not trying to get in the doors as that girl who got in the doors because of this person. I want to get in the doors because of my talents. What I bring to the table. Not because of, oh, she was sleeping with this person. Or she was always kicking it with this person. No. I want, when I make it, I want it to be because Princess worked her ass off. Princess did what she had to do. I want when I go out and I die, I want people to say, you know what, she was always true to who she was. She never tried to be nothing but who she was. She didn't accept everybody, she ain't fuck with everybody, but she was real about hers. Because the truth of the matter is I don't fuck with a lot of people. Like, I've dealt with a lot, and when it comes to friendship, I had a friend who really like hurt me in a way that like I'm still dealing with, so I'm not even ready to even discuss the shit. And this happened when I was young, when I was a youngin', like 13, 14, maybe even younger than that. Like, shit was real for me at a young age. When it came to friendships, when it came to dating, anything like that, like shit for me started when I was a youngin'. Maybe I grew up too fast. Maybe I was one of them grown ass little kids. I don't know. But for me, it started when I was a youngin'. So I treat people today in a way because of the things I've dealt with in my past. So I don't let people in. I tell my friends, like, I don't know, if you want to go to lunch with them people, like, you go ahead. Like, I really don't, Like, I'm that person. Like, I'm not going to stop the people I fuck with from hanging with new people and, you know, getting to know new people. I never want nobody who deal with me and hang with me to feel like, oh, well, she don't want to hang with them. I ain't going to hang with them. No, don't be that person. Because I don't really want to hang with nobody. So that means you'll never have no friends fucking around with me. Go hang with who you want to hang with. Eventually, I will get to that point where I'll be like, okay, I kick it with people. I can go out and fuck it with people like that. But me, myself, right now where I am in life, like, I have no time for that. It takes too much energy to bring in new people, to get to know new people. Because, again, I'm that person who I want to get to know the people that I'm fucking with. And it takes a lot of energy because you don't know what people been through. You don't know who people really are. And I need to know who the people are who are around me. I really got to know who people are who are around me, because that's the only way for me to know what your motive is. That's my only way to see like how genuine you are, is if I know who you are. Now, if I figure out who you are and there's something in you that I don't like, but I like 90% of you, I can still fuck with you. But I'm going to deal with you accordingly. That's all. Like, I deal with people accordingly. And I don't let everybody in. Everybody's not a friend. Everybody's not somebody I want to have in my circle. Not somebody I want to be associated with. Like, I don't want people to be like, oh, you see, she be kicking it with this person. Like, nah, I don't want to be associated with certain people because of certain reputations and certain things that certain people do. That's not me. And I'm that way because of growing up. Growing up, I had siblings and I had family members who were into things that I wasn't into. Who were getting names that I wasn't happy with. So, but because they was family or they were so close to me, people would come to me with this shit. And I would have to hear about them and the things that they've done and the names that people calling them. And then now I'm associated. So now, especially when they being a hoe, so now niggas like, oh, well, you hang with her, so you got to be like that. Like, no. I watch who I associate myself with because of those reasons. I watch who I put in my circles because of those reasons. It ain't just because I care about what other people think about me. I don't want to bring and get that on myself. Like, I don't want to be kicking it with somebody and every time I'm out and about, I'm labeled as something. No, I don't want to be that person. I'm sorry. I have an image that I like to uphold for me. And I watch who I bring myself around because of stuff like that. When you family and we got it from the mud together, then I ain't got no choice. Like, we family. Like, even if you was a friend that we been kicking it from day one and you do some shit that I'm really not good about, cool with, I can still fuck with you because we got history. We grew up together. But bringing in new people who got them names and them titles and shit, I care not to do it. Like, that's just not who I am. It's a headache. Because for me, when I'm a friend, I'm a real friend. And when I'm bringing people in, I'm really bringing people in. So when you going through shit, I'm going through shit with you because I'm trying to make sure you good at all times. That's the type of friend I am. So that's why I don't genuinely like to let people in like that. Because when I'm letting people in and I consider you a friend, like, my heart goes out to you anytime you're going through something. Anytime you're experiencing any bad things in life, I want to do whatever I can to help you. And I don't always have that energy to do that for people right now. Like, I'm trying to help me right now. I've always been helping others. I've always been there for everybody else that I wasn't there for myself. So now it's like I'm being selfish. I want to be more here for myself now. And do what I need to do for me now. Because the thing is you could be there for your friends. You could be there for people all the time. But when you need somebody to be there for you, it's not always the same. You don't always get that same love and that same affection that you give out. So then you have to stop being selfish with your love and your affection. You can't give it out like that because now you got to love yourself. You got to get that extra shit that you ain't getting from other people. You got to put that in yourself. And that's what I've done. And I'm a much happier person for doing it. Now, do I hurt people when I just, like, you know, I separate ties? Like, is that hurting the people? Probably so. People probably be like, well, what happened? Like, we was cool and she just ducked off and I ain't seen her again. It's me working on me. And here's the thing is those people really cared and they was really concerned with what I had going on in life and why I just ducked off on them, they would have been contacting me. They would have been saying, what's up? That's how you know who your real people is. If you real, you really fuck with me and you want to continue to fuck with me, then you going to reach out and be like, what's up? What happened? So we can have our conversation. But if you let things just go, then you didn't care. And that's all I needed to see. I don't put a lot of energy into people anymore. I've been disappointed by the people that I love the most. So why would I put all my energy in people, new people, when I've always been hurt in life by people that were supposed to be the ones who rocked for me the hardest? I don't have time for that. I don't have time to be sitting around crying or upset because somebody hurt me and somebody made me feel some type of way. I'd rather put my guard up and live for me and not worry about putting energy into people. I don't depend on people because of everything that I went through in life. I don't depend on nobody to do anything for me. I depend on people to do just what they are going to do. Nothing for me. I take care of me. And if there's a point where I can't take care of me, I'll do what I need to do to struggle through until I can get to where I need to be. I don't ask for handouts. I don't like even asking people for $5. And anybody can tell you that about me. I don't. I will starve to death before I ask somebody for something. That's who I am. And the reason why I am that way is because of the things I've been through. Like, a lot of people just really don't get like a real struggle and how people from your past dictate how you act towards people in your future. And that's why people go through counseling and people seek help to really clear their minds and get everything off their chest about stuff they went through as a child. Because honestly, if you don't get it out, that shit fuck with you for the rest of your life. It could have happened when you was 5 years old, you 30 something years old, and you still dealing with that shit because you really couldn't get it out fully. You really couldn't express all your feelings about that. And genuinely so I agree, counseling is great for people. I haven't went before, but I do want to go to counseling. I think counseling is great because you get to talk to somebody who don't know the situation. But here's the thing is, when you go to counseling, you got to be honest about things. You got to be able to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, because the only way you're going to get help is if they know everything going in. So they can help pull that shit up out of you on what's really fucking with you. For me, this is my counseling. This is my therapy. Just getting in front of the camera and expressing myself on different topics. Like, this is therapeutic to me. Like, this is helping me. And I talked to my sister last week, and she wants to be involved because she knows that this is something that will help her. You have to get the words out of your mouth sometimes on an open setting. And for me, I'm in front of a camera and it's just me, but this is something that the world is going to see. So I'm getting it out there. I'm releasing it. And when I go back and watch it, it's so relieving. Like, to know that, like, I was able to speak that. I was able to put that out there. And right now I'm not at that point where I can put the deep, dark stuff out there. But I'm growing to that. So when I say people don't know who I am, a lot of people don't know me. There's things about me that nobody knows. Like, I can't say really in honesty that there's one person in my life who knows everything about me. I can't say that because I've been through so much that I don't tell people everything. Because what I've learned as well is when you start opening up and telling people things, they use that against you. They make you feel bad about the things that you've been through, to the point where you don't even want to tell them the deepest things. You don't even want to tell them the stuff that fucks with you the most, because you couldn't even deal with the shit that I told you that was on the surface. So, and that's why I say counseling is good, because you get to talk to somebody who don't know the situation, who's not going to sit there and judge you. When you're talking to somebody about something that you're trying to heal from, it has to be somebody who's not going to judge you. Somebody who's going to sit there and listen to you. Not tell you what to do, but help you pull out what you need to pull out so you can heal from that. That's what I try to do for people. I want to help people to heal. I don't want them to make them feel worse. I want you to heal. I want you to figure out what it is that's traumatizing you so you can get past it. And it's crazy because they say, you know, the people who going through shit be the ones that can help people the most. I agree. That's who I am. I go through my own shit. I battle my own battles. But I'm out here helping people. I'm out here speaking stuff to people that I probably need to be doing myself. But just because I'm not at the place where I need to be to heal the way I need to heal, don't mean I can't help other people if I can. Like, if I have that knowledge to help someone else, even though I'm not following it, that does not mean I can't give them that knowledge. I want people to be better than me. I'm not trying to hold people back. I'm not trying to have nobody go through shit that I've been through. That's why I finally got to the point where I was like, I can start speaking on certain things, because I want people to understand they're not in this alone. And you don't have to fake like you just had the best life ever either. Because I would never like lie and say like my life was perfect. I've never been perfect. My life has never been perfect. I struggle. I've been struggling. And like, that's a part of life. It's just how you deal with them struggles. How you deal with them imperfections. Like, I choose to be a stronger person. I choose to let my struggles teach me some things in life, so that way I don't have to go through them same struggles again. So that way next time if I do happen to go through them struggles, I know how to deal. And it's the same thing with people. Like, when I'm dealing with people, my past experiences teach me how to deal with people now. And maybe if people show me a different way, like they show me something different, I won't treat people like I treated the people in my past. Like people in my past treated me. Like I won't treat people in those types of ways because I see something different. But right now I see the same type of people that I've seen in my past. So now I know how to deal with you. I'm going to deal with you accordingly. I see users. I see people who just want to be around because they feel like you something. Or, oh, you want to kick it with me because you feel like I'm the popular one. Or anything like that. Like, I don't want that. I don't want fake. I want real every day of the week. I don't want you to kick it with me because you see one thing in me that, oh, she's fine, so I want to fuck with her. No. I want you to see the whole me as a person, not just the outside me. I want you to see the me on the inside and still fuck with me. Those are the people I want around. Those are the people I want in my circle. Those are the people I want to deal with on a daily basis. Those people who fuck with the genuine princess of who I am and who ain't going to be a yes man. I don't want nobody around me who just going to say what I need them to say, do what I need them to do to make me happy. No, sometimes we're going to have situations where we don't get along. We're going to have situations where we don't agree. Like, there's going to be times where you might need to put me in my goddamn place. Those are real friends. Those are real genuine people that I want around me. So if I feel like you're not going to be that type of person, I'm not even going to let you in. And maybe that's something I might need to work on because I don't give people a chance. But that's just who I am right now. And people have to accept that. And if you're really trying to get in with me, you'll know what you need to do to get in. It ain't hard to kick it with me. It ain't hard for me to like give people a chance. It's not hard to do. But you have to carry yourself a certain way for me. I'm not like everybody else. I just don't want a whole lot of friends. I'm not that person out here looking like, oh, I need more friends. I don't have no friends. I don't have nobody to go out with. I'm not that person. I'm selective with my time and I'm selective with my friends because I am a real friend. When I fuck with you, I fuck with you. And the more that people get to know me and the more people I let in, they will see what I mean when I say when I fuck with you, I fuck with you. I'll give you my last if I fuck with you. And won't talk about it the next day because that's who I am. And you can tell me your deepest secrets in life. Nobody will ever know that shit because I fuck with you. And that's what friends do. But I'm not gonna let everybody in and you telling me lies as secrets because you trying to pretend like you something you're not. I've had family lie on me. I've had family get on my voicemail and leave a message on my voicemail talking shit about me because they thought they had hung up the phone. Like, I've dealt with shit like this. So when I say I'm not very trusting of people and letting people in like that, I'm really not. Hell, I had family get warrants out for my arrest on the accounts of shit they did. Like, I've dealt with this shit. I've experienced this shit. And the more that I've went through in life, the more I became a stronger person. The more I stood up on my own and was like, you know what, Princess, you got to take charge. You got to let people go. You got to, deal with people accordingly. You can't be so close to people. You can't be so trusting and letting people in. You can't just feel like everybody got the heart that you got. Because everybody's heart isn't pure. Everybody don't come in a situation like, okay, I'm real about this. Some people come in with an ulterior motive deep down inside in their head. They're thinking the situation going to go a different way for them, so they there. I'm not that person. I'm not going to show up on the scene to be seen. I'm going to show up on the scene because I'm working. Because I need to go have a conversation with somebody and I feel like this is going to help me out. I'm not out there trying to be seen. If that's the case, I'll be out every weekend. I'll be at every spot that they post is the hottest spot in the city. I'll be in the building. But that's not me. That's not me. I'm business. And I'm family. Family first. But I handle my business. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode. This episode was more so about me and why I don't really let people in and how I am as a person when it comes to certain situations because of the things I've dealt with. Everybody goes through different things in life. Everybody's life is set up according to the things that they've been through because that makes them the person that they are. The struggles and the pains and, the trials and the tribulations that people go through. So for me, because of the things that I went through. It built me into the person that I am. I love me. Of course, I'm not perfect. I know there's things that I need to work on to be a better person, but I love me. I'm going to continue to grow. I'm going to continue to, work towards being the best me that I can be. But I'm also going to be real all day, every day. Thanks for tuning in. I hope y'all continue to tune in. I hope y'all learned something today about me. But I hope it helped you to learn something today about yourself. I hope it made you think about you and why you operate the way you operate. Every show is for me to get people to open up to themselves a little bit more. Understand who they are a little bit more by listening to my story. Because for me, it took me to listen to other people's stories to really start evaluating my own story. To really start putting pieces together in my own story by listening to others. So me doing this is therapeutic for me. But I'm hoping that through my story, it'll make you evaluate your story and figure out why you are the person you are today. Figure out what makes you tick. Figure out how you can change and grow to be the best you can be. Because that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be the best me I can be while helping as many people as I can along the way. Thanks again for tuning in. See you next week.
And I will not give up on myself. I will not let go. And I've been through her. And I've been through pain. Some things won't change, but I will not give up. I will try, because I have pride. I've seen something. I'm out here with Chris, and y'all know on this week's episode I'm discussing me and how I am as a friend, associate, or whatever. And I like to hear everybody's opinions of what they feel about me. So I'm gonna let Chris talk a little bit about what he feel about me.
Princess has been awesome. Ever since day one when I met her, she has been absolutely the best person I could have come in contact with at N3. I mean, she's been extremely helpful with anything that goes with the job. She's come out here and been a friend to me. When I need advice, she's given me advice, and I couldn't ask to be a better friend here, especially with the company that I wound up with.
Yes. Thank you for that.
She's extremely diligent.
Was there any negative moments of Princess? Anything that you feel like, dang, Princess, you could work on this?
I don't think so. I mean, one of the biggest, brightest points of my day is the hiller every morning.
Well,
I gotta have my hiller.
Thank you. Nobody knows what you're saying. Nobody knows the words that's coming out that you spraying. But know that I'm real, and I don't play them games. Don't come around me with no fucking lame. And know that Princess with the real, I will maintain. So when you say my name proper. Before I send your ass to see the motherfucking doctor.
You talking about say my name. You must be Destiny's Child. Nigga, you ain't never been in the field and ran wild. Nigga,
I just told you I was in the cotton and the pecan field. So my nigga, when you say field, you better chill. Cause you city niggas don't know how to keep it real. And you city niggas don't know what it means to be in the field. I did that shit, done that shit. I grew from that shit, run from that shit. I'm not your friend. Don't ever get disrespectful out your mouth and call me another chick name. Cause one thing about me, I don't play them fucking games. My name is Princess with the real, and I act as such. And if you care or not, I don't give a fuck. So don't compare me to some other chick you see. Cause I can only be the one and only me. And the violence and the crime. Fuck everybody who fake bloods. And out here doing fake time. Niggas, we free in the motherfucking free world. Niggas acting like they in jail. What the fuck? Niggas go to hell.
Hold on, young.
You in
Nigga,
that
I don't
A-town where the gay go down and the niggas fake as shit and the bitches sucking dick just to get down with somebody clique. But you from New York where niggas hard and grimy. Where they be like, where's the body? You can't find me. But fuck that shit. Where niggas get laid down quick. Ain't nobody living like that. That shit ain't legit. Every day wondering if you going to jail or prison. Nobody got time for their uncle coming up missing. Shit, what about the motherfucking children? You're laying bodies down, not caring, not looking. Straight bullets hitting motherfuckers, getting motherfuckers taken. So fuck New York.
The city where you was born wasn't
There was blacks
right.
all around. Niggas was scorned. Gang bang, drive by, pow pow, you dead. I see that shit. Hid in the basement. I was scared. So you gonna tell me there was no black people around? When I was in the motherfucking hood when this shit was going down. Don't try me and act like a clown. Cause what I'm gonna do is turn that smile into a motherfucking frown.
Don't fucking touch. Nigga, sit back, relax. Nigga, cause when
Nigga, if I smoke crack, get me some of that. Maybe I'll get this stomach on a flat. You want me to be a crackhead? Is that what you said? Cause if that's the case, nigga, get out my motherfucking bed. Cause that crack is whack. I'll never do that. But if you want a crackhead, cause that's what you said, you go find that bitch and lay in her bed.
I don't want man.
Nigga, I want you to bring you and your peoples round my way. So they can hear every motherfucking thing I got to say. Cause one thing about presses, there will be no delay. I'll lay you, him, her, them, all the fuck out real quick. Nigga, don't ever get out your mouth slick. Cause that lip, like I said before, I will fix. So understand, you and your people don't scare me. You can talk this, you can talk that, but you gonna feel me. Now y'all can squad up all you want, but on me you will not front. I don't need no army behind me, cause I can handle shit on my own.
Hold on, nigga.